So, I just found out the Constitution can be interpreted in different ways. I gotta say that definitely blew my mind. I thought the Constitution was very detailed to avoid confusions.
Wait a minute, I am confused. What do you mean by interpreted?
By that I mean that it can be interpreted loosely or strictly.
Go on, this is getting interesting.
Let me explain each one individually. I think you will understand it better this way. Let's start with loose construction. Okay, so loose construction is based on Article 1, Section 8, Clause 18 of the Constitution. This clause is also called the Necessary and Proper Clause or the Elastic Clause.
Okay, now you are speaking a language I do not understand.
Under loose construction, the government may do anything as long as it is not prohibited under the Constitution. The main believers of this policy were Alexander Hamilton, John Jay, and John Marshall. This interpretation has extensive Lockean influence. Locke had a lot of faith in people and considered the government should reflect that.
So, what you are saying is that Locke believed people are generally good.
Yes. You hit the nail right on the head. In fact, he had a dangerous excess of faith in people. Now, let me give you two examples, a hypothetical one, and a real-world example.
Great. Because I kind of get, but I don't comprehend it.
Imagine, you tell your daughter she cannot go to Sonia's party because it ends at 3 in the morning. But she goes to Rachel's party which ends at 4 in the morning. She did not break your rules because you said, don't go to Sonia's party, it ends at 3 in the morning. Had you said don't go to any party, then there would be no way around it.
Now, give me the real-world example.
Okay, healthcare. The Constitution does not dictate the government can create healthcare. However, it does not say it can't create it.
Interesting.
Also, in the beginning stages of the U.S., loose construction was used when the National Bank was established. The national government established it was necessary and proper to establish a national bank to carry out the powers granted in the Constitution, such as collecting taxes and coining money.
Now, tell me about strict construction.
Strict construction is essentially the complete opposite. As a matter of fact, I already told you about it. Because when you talk about one, you inevitably talk about the other.
Wait, let me make an educated guess. In strict construction, the government can only do what is stated directly in the Constitution and nothing more. Right?
Damn girl. The student has become the teacher.
I know Hamilton favored loose construction, but who favored strict construction?
Thomas Jefferson, the author of the Declaration of Independence and third President of the United States. And James Madison, the fourth President of the U.S. Jefferson believed that if the Constitution were given too much power, the government would quickly become oppressive. A loose construction would give people in power the authority to invent random privileges and claim that it was implied in the Constitution.
Wow! I learned so many new concepts today. I realized history is not as boring of a subject as I thought.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. But I am hungry. Let's go grab a bite to eat.
Okay. But you're paying?
Fine. But we're getting McDonald's and only items from the dollar menu.
Ugh.
I'm just playing.